listening to a member of the Disney Podcast family. Head over to Disney Podcast Family on Instagram to see all the latest posts for this show and links to other great Disney podcasts.
Nothing can stop us now. I knew somehow that we would finally make it. We had one crazy ride. Love with you by my side. The stars will be our night, and nothing can stop us now. The stars will be our guide, and nothing can stop.
Arguably, I say arguably because, yes, it took over one of the greatest rides of all time, in our opinions, the Great Movie Ride. But Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is one of my favorite rides in all of Walt Disney World. Love Mickey so much, and I love the shorts, Lawrence. You know that. We love those Mickey shorts. I mean, we've spent many nights, 3, 4 in the morning, watching those at some type of DVC location or Verbos. Yes, it's Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. What's the special day about today?
Well, today is its 5th anniversary. And let's say that it changed. What I get that it took over a space that was sacred, right? But it really did change. It wasn't the first, though, right? It wasn't the first trackless ride. Wasn't Gal?
No,
Rise was
no.
first.
Ratatouille. Let's go back a little bit more.
No,
Because
Ratatouille is the
Ratatouille-
newest. Well, oh, you mean over there
Yeah.
in Paris?
But you mean for here though?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be Rise.
Rise.
Because Ratatouille came next, and then Mickey and Minnie's. So
Okay, so, but it's Mickey's ride, right? We don't have Mickey in a ride anywhere. It's cute. It's based, like you said, on the Mickey shorts. So yeah, for me, it's a must do every time if we can. Yeah,
I might be the biggest fan of it. I don't know. Have you met anybody that's expressed as much excitement and love for that attraction than me?
You do have the shirt.
I do. I just
Yeah.
don't know if I have. I don't know if I mean a lot of people love it, but I just don't know if there's anybody out there. Hey, if anybody is watching live now, or you listen on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and wherever else we are, I'm missing one there. Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon. Hey, comment to us, send us a message. Just let me know that you are a bigger fan, because that would be pretty cool. And we're doing this live right now here on YouTube and at the DIZ Pod, 2 separate channels that come together as one. We do it live because we do it for all of you. And hello, everyone in chat. I see Alyssa Stenberg, Sharon Hecker, Alicia, Benjamin, Shirley, Dole Whip, Dave, just to name a few. I see all of you in there, Benjamin and everyone. Welcome. We are excited for tonight because we are going to. So we get to preview it tonight. I'm really excited that we're about to go back to back with this preview and execution.
I don't know that we've done that before, but I do like that because it'll be fresh in your mind, fresh on all the viewers' minds when we go tomorrow night. So yeah, I'm excited. I've seen a lot of the topiaries out because I guess they take it takes so much care to put them together. They start putting them out. Gosh, I think you saw it the last night that you went to see Festival of the Arts. So you had Festival of the Arts, Festival List, excuse me, Festival List Epcot, and Flower and Garden Epcot all in one week.
Yeah, how
because
about
it's
that?
just there's so many. They're so big and they're so elaborate. There's a lot of care that has to go into them because they're obviously living things. So it does take a lot. They were putting the Butterfly House together weeks ago. We saw that on your stream, that they were putting that together weeks ago because of course they got to build an entire garden for the butterflies. So yeah, it takes a little bit to get this one together.
I don't recall them ever putting the topiaries up so l- this well with just a few weeks to go of
Hmm.
um, Festival of the Arts. Do you? I was kind of shocked by it. And is it because is Flower and Garden starting so that much quicker by a week or two? I don't. We have to go back and look at dates, but
Yeah,
it just seems like they popped up a little sooner than normal, which is
yeah,
okay with me.
yeah. Nothing wrong with seeing those. I mean, they're pieces of art themselves, you know. So, and we will talk all about them. I actually don't have a picture of the newest one, Moana 2. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, it looks amazing, huh?
I mean, wow. That's not
Yeah.
just a topiary. You know, there's whatever they're using, fiber optics, LED,
Oh, I
in
didn't
them.
see that. I didn't see it in action.
Oh
So I'll see it tomorrow night then in action. I
yeah,
mean, just the visuals blew me away. Maui is incredible. He
yeah,
may be one of the best they've ever done.
yeah. But
Lots of detail with him.
his hook and her oar light up. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. Got to see it.
How how imaginative.
Yep.
Can't, can't wait to see that.
So yeah, we've got a big show. Obviously with Flower and Garden. Um, there's a lot to cover. We've got the food. We have topiaries. We have gardens. We have scavenger hunt and a couple other things. There's a lot with this particular festival. I was just trying to think. This might be the most involved festival, um, as far as Disney cast members, because like Festival of the Arts, it's all sorts of different art, forms, but Disney isn't really doing it right here. This is all you know being run by Disney, so this is probably their most involved one. And the other thing I don't have is what's going to be inside Communicore Hall. So that'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see how that comes along.
Yeah, that was much debated by you and I. And as a matter of fact, you saying that, I'm going to make sure that I don't see anything tomorrow during the day and go into this little blind and go in live to Communicore Hall and see what we've got.
Okay. All right. I
That
like
sounds
it.
like fun. And I think you're right. It's really no debate. Like this is the most involved per cast member capita of involvement. I mean, just laying down the flowers everywhere
Yes. Yes.
alone.
Huge.
Um, yeah, the topiaries themselves and everything else that comes with the other festivals, with the setting up the food booths and all that. So yeah, there's much more work. The butterfly tent.
Hmm.
Oh, definitely the most involved. And this runs from,
Well, let's let's get into that.
I see,
So this
March
runs
5th.
from March 5th, which is tomorrow, to June 2nd.
That's a good run.
Hmm. And so what we're going to talk about tonight, obviously, Flower and Garden Festival uh, is in the neighborhoods up front: World Discovery, World Celebration, World Nature, and then you also have obviously in World Showcase as well. But you're going to have gardens, topiaries, butterfly landing, special photo ops, outdoor kitchens, garden graze activity, scavenger hunt, exclusive merch, and the Garden Rocks concert series. So the only thing that we are not going to touch on today is going to be the merch because I didn't see enough of it today. So that'll be part of our recap show next week. Because obviously Corey's going live tomorrow night at Flower and Garden, so we will get a great look at all the merch there. Do you
And
think
we'll do
you'll
what
do
we
that?
normally do. We'll go right in. We'll attack the merchandise first.
Okay.
Look at that in depth, and then we'll head over to Communicore Hall and see what's going on there. And then we'll start heading to the food booths that we're going to target tonight. I am going to make a list, and I figured it would be fun to make it live tonight. As we go through everything, I will make a list and we'll whittle it down to. I want to whittle it down to 5 and then maybe 4, but with the limited time we'll have,
Mm-hmm.
what's it going to be, an hour and 40 if we go straight out with just food. Maybe top 3 things that we'll go 2 savory and 1 sweet. How about that?
Okay. All right. All right. So I'll give you a quick little history of it. This year is the 30th anniversary. It started in 1994. So you're probably like, well, how could that be 30 years if it's 25? That would be 31 years. Well, they don't count the first one because the first one, it was just a garden. It was a simple garden. And then the next year, in 1995, they added something that drew in a lot of crowds that I don't know that many of us associate with Flower and Garden Festival to this level. But it's the trains in Germany. They were brought in as part of the 1995 Flower and Garden Festival.
How about that?
So when you see that they're decorated for the festivals, that makes a lot of sense now. Now that I know that they were brought in for Flower and Garden.
Right. I always like to look at the flags that hang around the lake, and you can see those if you look closely in the town at the bottom of
Yeah,
the train area. They change those every festival.
every festival.
So tiny.
So, and then in 2015, they introduced the Garden Rock series, which replaced Flower Power concert series, and they also added in the Butterfly Garden that year. So, Fly Girl says that thing is creepy looking. I'm sorry, that's my face. Oh, you mean Groot?
Ah.
So
Dum-dum.
Groot is one of my favorites because it plays music, and
Yes.
the cassette reels move, which is
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
I mean, look how great he is. He's great. That's Groot. I am Groot.
I don't know what they use for the eyes, but they're real. You know when you look at them, like
Yeah.
you just feel they're real.
Yeah. I agree.
So let's take a quick peek at some of the topiaries. So, Phineas and Ferb getting topiaries this year.
Yeah, that's interesting, right? And we get to see him. We get to see them live. They were up a little bit ago. Did not see Mickey, Minnie, and Chip and Dale and Pluto. Those weren't up yet, and hadn't seen. Boy, they got those out quick. Lady and the Tramp in Italy.
Now, I think Phineas and Ferb make an appearance because they have a new season coming out. So they're making a return on Disney Plus this year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Never a huge fan, but I didn't hate it. I've seen a little bit here and there. Seems to be a pretty good show.
Yeah, yeah, I think, and I believe the entire voice cast is coming back, so that will be good. Leo says, anyone have an extra large yellow pencil for Groot? Who knows what he's talking about in chat?
I know. So there's a cassette behind him, and sometimes we'd have to reel in that cassette, right? Roll it back a little bit. How about this? Who has ever had a VCR tape that kind of got eaten up in the player, and then you had to take it out, and you snipped it, and then you taped it together with Scotch tape to still play it?
I didn't use Scotch tape. I had some sort of metallic tape. I don't know why, but I had some sort of metallic tape that I would use to fix some of those VHS tapes. The other thing that I would do is, if you pop the end off so that you couldn't record over it,
Mistakenly, yes.
you just put
Yeah.
a piece of tape right over it, and you go back
Yeah,
to
and
taping it.
Yep. Yep. Good times.
So here's what we've learned tonight. Corey and I are old. Okay, so
Pretty much.
with the topiaries, we're going to do something real quick here. We're going to see if Corey can guess where each of them are.
Oh, fun.
There's a Moana themed topiary with Maui, Hey Hey, and Pua. We just talked about this one. Where is that one going to be?
Well, it's big. I would think that the easy answer, and it may not be the easy answer, I think that you have to put that at the front.
You would be correct, sir.
Ding, ding, ding.
It has to be at the front. Yeah, you can't you can't have that anywhere else. How about Encanto?
I would put Encanto where if you stand basically split down the middle facing America before you enter the countries, in between the two stores that I always forget their names so bad. International, whatever. Yeah, I think it's going to be in that central location as you come down the walkway and decide if you're going to go left or right to Mexico or Canada in that big flower garden area.
Port of entry.
Yes, port of entry.
Yep.
Thank you. I can never remember that.
And I believe they were there last year.
Okay.
Who was up front? Asha?
Yeah, was that the it must have been, right?
Yeah.
Wish, because that wasn't too long ago.
Yeah. So Asha was up front, and Encanto was moved to port of entry. All right. Figment, flower topiaries, and flower towers.
He is probably right in the center of what do you call that spot? My brain is dead tonight. Where the lights finally work again.
World Celebration Garden, yes.
World Celebration Garden.
Or they call it World Celebration Plaza. That the circle is the plaza.
World Celebration Plaza. I got to remember that.
Okay. Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz. Oh, I would put Buzz where I believe he's been several times. The little spot that would lead you into Mission Space.
Correct.
I like this game.
He's batting 1,000. Okay. Donald Duck, Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Ooh, okay, that one could be a lot trickier. Let's see. My mind is going around Epcot right now. We've got the front part kind of all set up. We could go near the land, but I think that's where Phineas and Ferb are. Let's see. I've got to give a guess here. Probably gonna go in. That would lead me into the countries. It wouldn't be the UK. Wouldn't really be Morocco.
You're getting colder.
Oh, I'm getting colder. Okay.
They've been there before.
They've been there before. Okay. Well, the only other place I can think of then is, and I don't know, let me think of a landmark. If I was standing there and looking straight at them and them looking at me, port of entry would be to my back. It'd be the start of the walkway to head down to port of entry. And to my right, I could creations.
They are right outside of Connections. When you're heading to Guardians.
Oh, okay. All right. You got me on that one. That's right.
Yeah.
I know where that is.
Groot?
Groot is really close to Guardians
Yeah.
beyond Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
Yep. Um, Simba and Friends.
I would put Simba and Friends as you're crossing the bridge to your right, heading towards the land pavilion.
Yeah. So they're going to be over there, and there's a big butterfly over by over between the land and imagination because that's where the butterfly house is. All right, a couple more here. Pandas.
Oh, China.
Yep, easy one, right?
Yeah.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Germany,
Tiana,
America.
a dragon.
Oh, I'm gonna say Japan. I can't even visualize it though, but Japan.
Yeah. Is it in the water?
No, I think you're thinking of the Lego serpent thing,
Oh,
like
that's it.
old Nessie.
um, Miss Piggy and Kermit.
Uh, Miss Piggy and Kermit are going to be between France and Morocco,
You got it.
tucked away a little bit.
And one more: Peter Pan, Captain Hook, and TikTok Croc.
Kind of between Canada and the UK, and just diagonal to them in front of the Sportsman would be the 100 Acre Wood crew,
Yeah.
Pooh and
Yep.
Tigger and friends.
So
Nice.
there's a lot, as you're going through World Showcase there, and obviously in World Celebration as well. So this is a huge, my point is you don't see this type of involvement with um, Festival of the Holidays and Festival of the Arts. You are kind of seeing it now with Festival of the Arts. They're kind of spreading that out more. And food and wine, you really just have the booths, so you don't really get as much interactivity there. Excuse me. So here's a couple more. There's Snow White. There's Miguel, Simba, and then you have Encanto and Figment, and our friend Groot. So those are the topiaries. Some of the topiaries for this year, we'll be able to see them as Corey's going around, and obviously, Catherine and I spent some time over there on a Sunday when we weren't streaming, and had a real good time. That's always one. Once we started going in the Butterfly House, we knew that it was something we had to do every time we went for this festival.
Jill loves it. It's calming for her. She really it's meaningful to her, and I just try to give her time. She really is gentle and tries to get the butterflies to go on her fingers and things like that, and she's very successful. I think she even had two on her finger at once
Mm.
last year.
Wow.
So she really enjoys that part of the festival.
This does close at dusk for anybody who's looking to go. You have the Blossoms of Fragrance. This is on the bridge to World Showcase, where you'll be able to have some.
Oh, we did. We interacted with. Yeah, we played with that. I remember you can sniff this. There's like maybe I'm gonna say 6 to 8 different interact with that. So we'll do that again. That's fun. So that's there for people, and it wasn't
Yep.
overly crowded whenever we went over to check it out. So
And World Celebration, connect with the earth and each other at a spot inspired by communal gardens. Um, I don't know that I know this one. I'm not sure.
that doesn't look familiar.
All right, we'll have to look for it tomorrow.
That setup.
Honey
It's
Bistro,
tiered.
we know this one. So this one's over by they say imagination. I mean, I guess it is, but it isn't. Um, this it's funny. This spot to me is always where I feel the World Showcase walkthrough has ended. Like when you get to that spot, that's the end of the World Showcase.
Yeah, I could see that. It's I always say something when I go by that because I just love it at night. I always say this is so nice at night. It's so well lit.
Oh
It's
yeah, it's
across
got
from
all the hanging lights. Yep.
the
Yeah.
newer bathrooms. It's across from Swirled Showcase.
Yep.
Typically,
And it's
yeah,
funny they
I
show
love that spot.
the food booth, but there is an entire garden there. But
Oh
this
yeah, there's a whole
picture,
wall of flowers that extend from one end of it to the other.
yeah, yeah. You have the English Tea Garden over in the UK Pavilion. So unearth the history and art of tea blending at this elegant garden. And I know sometimes when you're doing the World Showcase walkthrough during the flowering garden, you kind of take your time showing a little bit of that.
Yeah, there's literally tea growing in that garden as you walk along the path,
Yeah.
which is pretty neat.
And then you have Camp Get Out and Play Garden presented by Off. This is near Creations. Families can explore this camp themed garden where little ones can jump, play, and climb. So, this is one of the playgrounds, but it is considered a garden.
Yeah, it's kind of like the back door to Creations.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, I would think the biggest thing after the food is the concerts in
Right.
the festivals. So here's what we have on tap for March: Evolution Motown, Air Supply, Herman's Hermits, Blue October, Rick Springfield, who you saw last year, um, and Queensryche, which is a new one, and a lot of people went crazy when they saw Queensryche was coming to Epcot.
That's such an odd thing. Like they're so hard. They're so hard raw. They're like they're metal, if not close
Yeah,
to it.
yeah,
It's really surprising that Disney went that route. I have no problem with it in one way or another.
you're right,
But
right.
maybe
So
someone in
that's
chat can tell us what would be one of their top hits that I would know. I mean, I'm a child of the '80s, so I know I grew up with Queensryche, and Tammy and I literally have a hair bands playlist all the time on my
hmm,
phone. Like Tammy and I love hair bands, you know. But I'm pretty sure there's at least one song that I would play from Queensryche. It's not coming to me at the moment. Jason Sheff, longtime lead vocalist of Chicago. Saw him last year. Very good. I'm a big fan of Chicago.
hmm.
So uh, we may make an F. It depends when he's playing. But if it lines up with our streaming, we will make it a point to see him. What's the date on that?
On which one? Jason? Oh, why is it
Yeah.
not showing that? Sorry. I must have made it too small. So that's going to be the 28th and the 29th.
Oh, okay. We can probably arrange that. We can go on the 29th and do that. I'll have to be aware of that. Hmm.
Is that a Wednesday or Saturday?
It's a Friday, Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Um, so here's April. We have the orchestra featuring ELO Sugar Ray, I think he's always a big draw. The M80s, Simple Plan, Jody Messina, Flock of Seagulls, Taylor Dane, 98 Degrees right behind her, and then the Hooligans round out April. Anyone in April? I know you went to see Taylor Dane last year. Is there anybody else that, if you had the opportunity, you would go see?
Um, if I was there, I would check out Sugar Ray. I don't know if they sounded better live, but from home it didn't sound great. So I don't know if they've kind of lost their mojo or not. But because of that, I probably wouldn't make a special trip. But if we were there, I would definitely want to check out Sugar Ray. They had a lot of good hits.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for a short moment in time, I was a Jody Messina fan. There's a few songs that I like there. Flock of Seagulls has one great song. Simple Plan had at least one great song that I
Mm-hmm.
used to listen to. I think they had a couple. I was not a 98 Degrees fan, though. For me, if I had to rank those boy bands, it'd be New Kids on the Block, Backstreet Boys, and then NSYNC, and then them. I would probably rank those like that.
Okay.
Loved Taylor Dane. We would make an effort to see her, and that goes down on April 25th and the 26th, and that lines up on a Saturday for us as well. So
Nice.
we'll put a good effort in to see Taylor Dane too. She was impressive.
Okay, so that's April, and here's May, and then a couple days in June. Plain White Tees, John Cicada. New this year, Maverick City Music. The Spinners, which I think you saw the
We saw.
Spinners and
We
the
did.
Pointer Sisters last year.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, yeah. So that
Yeah.
must have been a Wednesday, Saturday week.
Yeah,
Back to
yeah,
back.
because they were close together, like two
Yeah,
streams in a row. It felt like.
yeah.
Roderick and Tratt says he's going to be there or Taylor Dane's going to be there when he goes in April. So Roderick just might be rocking right beside us.
There you go. And then the Outlaws are also new. Don Felder of the Eagles, Latin Ambition, the Cat Empire, and then a couple days in June are We the Kingdom, which is also new. So some new acts towards the end of the festival there. One, two, three, four new acts towards the end of the festival. I would say, based on last year, if I were going that month, I would probably say the Pointer Sisters. Even the Spinners, they were that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they were good. They were
Mhm.
good. It was that they were impressive.
Yeah,
Uh, and the Pointer Sisters were pretty impressive too.
yeah, yeah. Um, all right, so that's the concert series. And now every festival you have a scavenger hunt, and you also have some for the holidays. So you have one for Easter and one for um, Christmas. So this one is Spike's pollination exploration. So you would be looking for that little Spike figurine in the gardens. Now, here's a little tip. If you go later in the festival, it's like playing the video game on hard because all of the bushes and everything, the flowers have grown up around him. So it makes it a lot harder to see him.
Oh,
So
how about that?
yeah, yeah. But it's $9.99. You get the map. You go around. Those of you that have watched us stream, Finley loves those, so we've done those before. So you have festival photo ops. Obviously, this special photo pass opportunities with this festival, and I don't think people use this enough. I know we don't. I'm talking personally. When we first got it, the first year we had an annual pass, we have photo pass added to it. I think we used it a lot that year, and then after that we didn't. But take advantage of this. Ask for what they call the magic shot, and the cast member will add these little things in. So you have go ahead. So you
Oh,
have go ahead, Corey.
oh, I was gonna say there's a lot of magic shots. Is that more than usual?
I feel like there's a lot. I feel like they're doing more, which is great. Which is great. So you have topiary magic shots. You have a butterfly magic shot, dandelion, Isabella, orange basket, um, which will have orange bird, spike the bee. You have an orange bird magic shot, fairy wings, and the tiny world magic shot. That's the one in the front of the park. And then you have Groot as well. I'm trying to think if I did the Groot one. I know there was one when Guardians first opened. There was one over there. I don't know if it's the same magic shot or not. So, but yeah, take advantage of those folks if you're going, and you have PhotoPass or Memory Maker as it's called. Okay, we know what you're all looking for. It's the food.
Ah, here we go, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready for the reveal, the review of Flower and Garden menu. We're gonna break this down. So I will we'll try to nominate some of these booths for tomorrow night and whittle it down to 3. 2 savory, 1 sweet.
All right, so the first one, I don't really have these in any particular order other than the way that I pulled them from Disney's website because that's how they ordered them. So you have Florida Fresh over in Communicore Plaza. They're going to have conch fritters, Florida Strawberry Shortcake, which I'm assuming that's what that is, and then a cubanito, which is pork belly ham, Swiss pickles, and a stone ground mustard sauce. I feel like we just saw that somewhere.
Do you? There was a strawberry shortcake somewhere. We didn't visit that though.
And then the pork belly. Yep, there's pork belly, ham, Swiss. It's basically a Cuban sandwich. Ham, Swiss pickles, and stone ground mustard sauce. I feel like that was just in the last festival somewhere. Somebody can tell me in chat. And then they have some drinks there as well. And each of these will have an allergy-friendly menu. We're not going to go into too much detail today because we're going to do that on our recap show of the allergy-friendly. Yes.
We'll have Ashley on with us to go over some allergy foods.
Yep. So, excuse me, here you have Farmer's Feast. This one also is by Communicore Plaza. Again, these I pulled all from Disney's website, so on your screen the menu may be too small to see. So just go to Disney.com and search Flower and Garden. You'll be able to see the menu, or have the app. What's that app called, Corey?
It's called Food and Wine, but you just update it and it will change per festival. They really should have named that better. I guess maybe they had no intent of doing more festivals and it took off.
Maybe.
But I don't know if you can rename an app once you put it in the store, but they should have named it more like Park Festivals or something.
Yeah.
But it's very helpful.
It is. And so this one, Farmer's Feast at Communicore Plaza, this one will change seasonally. There aren't really that many that do that, but this is one of them. So for the beginning of the festival for a month till April 5th, you're going to have grilled asparagus, blueberry crumble cake, and scallops. And then April 6th to May 3rd, you're going to have grilled peaches, warm corn cookie, and a seared pork tenderloin. And then May 4th through June 2nd, you're going to have heirloom tomatoes and fresh mozzarella. I'd be all over that one. Peach cobbler, and grilled beef strip loin.
Yeah, we'll definitely be visiting those when the stuff changes over.
Mhm.
I won't rush over to that one really in the beginning. Certainly not tomorrow, so that won't make the list of consideration.
Okay. Now, the next two, you tell me where they got their names from. This one's called Beach Grub, over by Imagination and World Showcase.
Beach
This one,
grub.
Beach Grub. This one's going to have a seafood bake, which is what you see there: shrimp, mussels, clam, andouille sauce, sausage, red potatoes, corn on the cob, and grilled sourdough. You have grilled street corn on the cob, which I think you were a fan of, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I like street corn.
Mm-hmm. And you have a s'mores bar over there as well. They also sell coconut water there. And they also
s'mores
sell it
bar.
with rum. Yeah, s'mores bar, fudge brownie, dark chocolate, toasted meringue, and smoked graham cracker.
Oh, beach grub. Outdoor kitchens near imagination. Okay. So is the main title outdoor kitchens, or is this like we're
That's
visiting
what they
outdoor
call the
kitchens?
food booths. They
Oh,
call them
okay.
outdoor kitchens. So the sign for this one will say beach grub. So the next one is called yacht grub. See where they got the names?
Oh. Yeah, and beach.
So this one's going to have a trio of dips and chips. That's what you see there. Caramelized onion dip, whipped feta, and pimento cheese with house-made potato chips and caviar. Oh, there's caviar there.
Oh, how about that? I'll have my caviar now while I stream.
Well, it's Yacht Club. See, Beach Grub didn't have that. Yacht Grub has the caviar. See?
Right. Oh, I'm surprised with the word yacht. They would include grub after it, put something fancier. This is interesting. I will obtain this at some point. I like this idea of the dips and the chips. I'll need help with that, so I'm going to need somebody with me that will eat that. Tammy won't even look at that, but Jacob might get into that dip with me.
So I don't think I'm as picky as Tammy, but I am pretty picky. So I was just looking at the dips to see if there was anything. And the feta, I could see. I would taste the other two.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the feta I could see. And I don't think I've ever had caviar in my life.
I had caviar I think I had caviar on our honeymoon.
Fancy.
Yeah, I think it was salty. Maybe it's supposed to be a little salty.
Your
That's what I
honeymoon
feel
was
like I
salty? I've never heard anybody describe their honeymoon as salty.
Oh yeah, I have so many stories for sure.
And then you also have an assortment of meats: beef, ham, salami, with arugula, pickled mustard seeds, tomato jam, truffle oil, and grilled ciabatta. Then there's also an assortment of cheeses and accompaniment. You have a couple different drinks there: sparkling cocktails, or a sparkling cocktail flight. Of course, because it's Yacht Club, it's going to be sparkling.
Of course.
Now, do you know why it's called sparkling wine and not champagne?
No.
Because it wasn't made in the town of Champagne or
Really?
Champagne. Yep. Can't call it that if it's made elsewhere. I learned that from Biltmore. So,
Wow. So champagne only comes from one place.
yes, sparkling wine
Wow.
is the same thing as champagne, just made somewhere else. That's your lesson for today, folks. If you learn nothing else today, take that. All right, Pineapple Promenade. This is where you're gonna get your pineapple Dole Whip, Dave. I thought I saw you in chat. So, Pineapple Promenade near Port of Entry, and they have the pineapple Dole Whip. Now they do sell Dole Whip in Epcot normally, over at the Outpost, um, but they changed the flavors. So here you'll have the spicy hot dog with the pineapple chutney and the plantain chips, or you can get the pineapple Dole Whip. Have you? Yes, you've had the spicy hot dog. I
I
think I
think
remember
I
you and
have.
Jacob having it. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I am pretty sure that we did. Um, and I'll try it again. I will try it again. I think I remember exactly where we ate that too.
Mm,
I think we ate it. I think we ate it at the tables just as you leave China, heading towards, like the Outpost.
okay. Um, they also have a selection of drinks, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. One of them is from Asheville, North Carolina, Wicked Weed Brewing. Um, they have a hazy IPA. Then they also have the frozen dessert violet lemonade and a pineapple float. So that must be the violet lemonade. Actually, it looks pretty good.
It looks good.
Yeah, I would try
Probably
it.
edible flowers too.
Uh-huh. I would try that. All right, Swirl Showcase. We know Corey mentioned it earlier. Um, and that place has really become one um, that to visit like every time. Um,
Yeah,
however,
it's really become like the cold spot for
mhm,
the festivals. I was gonna
yeah,
say hot spot, but it's more like the cold spot because it's all about ice cream and cold things.
yeah. Um, so I don't have the special item. Let me see. No, they show it there, but they don't. Their
That
menu
is, I
doesn't say
got you.
anything about it.
I
Thank you.
got you. It's the liquid nitro honey mascarpone cheesecake with fresh honey, granulated honey, and honey mead blueberry compote. I think I've had that before.
I was gonna say
I'm gonna get that though. Love the
yeah,
blueberries on the side. That's gonna be pretty good.
yeah.
And we're gonna put that down as a nominee tonight. Hey, in the spirit of post Oscars, this will be a nominee for tomorrow night's sweet dish. And I
Okay,
have s'mores. I have s'mores written down so far. So it's s'mores versus this.
nice. Oops. All right, Trowels and Trellis, also near Port of Entry. This one you're gonna have. You'll be able to get soy glazed pork sticky ribs, uh, farmhouse meatball, which I do have a picture of later on, and chocolate mousse terrarium. So chocolate mousse, yep, I would have to stop and get that. Although it does say it's with matcha crumble and chocolate soil. I don't know that I would. I'd have to ask
Hey,
what the
quick
soil
story.
is.
We when ESPN Zone existed on Boardwalk, we took the kids there on vacation, and Jacob was like 3, 4 years old, and we got him the worms and dirt dessert. Which is, the topsoil is crushed Oreos and gummy worms on the top. He wouldn't eat it because, you know, because it was called worms and dirt. We couldn't get him to eat the dessert, so I had to eat that.
You had to.
I had to.
Somehow you made yourself get through
Twisted my own arm.
it. um, you
I'll
also
get
have
that though.
yeah, yeah. You also have a tropical punch. I mean, if that's what it looks like, I'm good.
Oh, it
Um,
looks good and it doesn't fail. Chocolate, you can't go wrong. I'm
yeah.
sure we're gonna love this. And uh presentation wise, it looks great. And I think it's great to show something like that on stream. I really think the audience loves seeing things like that.
Hmm. They also have a tropical punch with Twinings mango and pineapple herbal tea with Minute Maid passion fruit. Oh, Finley passion fruit, orange and guava. So it's Pog. Also has simply fruit punch and simple syrup. So that's uh, that's a good drink right there, and that's the non-alcoholic. And they also have a version that comes with mango rum, and they have a couple other drinks there. So that no, it was the one before it. The one before it is a nominee for sweet. This one you would get,
Uh
but not tomorrow night.
no. Hmm. No. As great as it looks, I'll say no because I think the sound of the s'mores bar or whatever you called it
Uh
and the
huh.
liquid nitro are just a little more unique, I think,
Okay.
to try.
All right.
But that one's high on the list. That one would be the first time the family goes on a Saturdays. We will get that.
Okay. Okay.
And if I
So
go one more time before them, I might grab it.
so next is refreshment port. That's going to also be over near Port of Entry. Um, so these are the small booths on the opposite side of the Port of Entry stores over there as you lead into Mexico. Well, actually, I think they're on the Canada side too, because I think that's where Australia is um, near
Yeah,
the
it's almost like
festivals.
they're in Canada.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, that's a Canadian dish, so I guess that's kind of where Canada starts, right?
yeah,
Because I think poutine is a Canadian dish.
yeah. So this one will be on that side. So this is traditional poutine, which is French fries, beef gravy, and cheese curds. And you've had poutine on stream, I think, if I remember
Oh, many
correctly.
times. I
Yeah.
love poutine. I mean, I love the base, of course, the fries. The funny thing is, I am least impressed with these cheesy to me. The cheese doesn't like punch you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm always unimpressed with the cheese curd piece. They could leave that out, but I eat it with it anyway. It's probably a good complement to other things in one
Mm-hmm.
bite. So they're not really giving you a special poutine though listed here, which is interesting.
No, not only that, but um, this even the drinks are standard drinks.
So I can say this: the menu is showing a standard poutine, but the picture you have there, I have details on it.
Thank you.
It is herbs de Provence, seasoned French fries, goat brie, lavender honey, hazelnut croquant, and fresh lavender. And you can
So
see the flowers in there.
so th- so there's an endorsement for that app that Corey mentioned because I'm pulling this today. I pulled all this stuff today, which is probably why I look tired. I pulled all this stuff today from Disney's website. And yet the app that he's talking about, which is not a Disney app, has more detail. So,
Yeah, it's a great app. I can as soon as you pull up the slide on what the next booth is, I can just type in a few letters and it'll pull that booth up for me.
mm-hmm. All right. So the next one is the Honey Bistro. That is also near Port of Entry, kind of. Um, I don't know. Some of these are kind of in a spot you can't really say, oh, it's near this or that. So this one's near Port of Entry, but we know where this one is because this is a permanent booth that will change from festival to festival. This one has Catherine's Chicken and Waffles. She really enjoyed that. That's crispy chicken and a sweet honey jalapeno bacon cornbread waffle. And they also have honey glazed cauliflower with honey roasted carrot puree, wild rice pilaf, spring vegetables, honey blistered grapes, and sunflower brittle. Have you done either of those before?
I feel like if the chicken and waffles were around last year, I feel like I did the chicken and waffles. But I am seriously considering this booth for both of those things.
Okay.
We're gonna nominate those.
Oh, for tomorrow.
Yes.
I like that. That would be efficient too, but
Yeah,
we'll see
it
how
would
it works
be,
out.
but I will still do another booth. We might
Yeah.
eat two things here, but we can still do another savory.
I mean, we haven't even gotten to World Showcase.
I know, and you say it wrong too. It's the Honey Bistro. What is that? What is that? And is it available all day? Biscuit and gravy.
Yes.
Oof.
So this is Brunch Cot over near the Odyssey, which, if anybody knows Aaron, that's his favorite place in the entire world, apparently. I saw a
Oof.
very old picture of it. It was it. Yeah, I'm glad they updated it. Although I would
Okay.
venture to say it needs another refreshing.
I can tell you right now, I am all over this booth, but not tomorrow. This is going to be a Saturday's booth because Disney Saturdays are cheat days, and we're getting the cinnamon roll bites, the biscuits and gravy, the shrimp and grits. We're at least getting those three.
Okay.
Yes.
Cinnamon roll bites come with cream cheese frosting and candied bacon, shrimp and grits.
Listen, I can speak for the family when I say fried cinnamon roll bites are a 5 out of 5 Mickey's Chef's Kiss. Tammy loves those.
Okay, good to know.
Yes.
The
Not
biscuit
that
and
bad.
gravy features impossible sausage with pepper jelly. So it's a plant-based item. It is also a garden graze item, as you'll see later, and avocado toast. I know I've had the avocado toast. I'm not a
It's good.
biscuit and
It's
gravy
good.
person, and I'm not a grits. I live in the South, and I can't eat grits. So
I like grits, but I'm not. I haven't had the opportunity to eat them a lot, but I've had them a few times. Probably mostly at Disney in the morning somewhere.
And of course, they have select drinks there as well. This is not Brunch Cot, I don't think. This is the Citrus Blossom, also in the Odyssey. Sorry, I just didn't update this. So this is going to have orange sesame tempura shrimp, Olympia, which is a plant-based pork, green papaya salad, and yuzu sweet and sour. They also have a citrus baked brie and a lemon tart, which is what you see there, with lemon curd, blood orange fluid gel, aquafaba meringues, and raspberry powder.
All right, this is a booth we'll have to visit at some point too. I won't nominate it tonight, but liking the looks of that lemon tart for sure, and the tempura shrimp it should be really good.
Mm-hmm. Now this festival runs for a little bit. 2 months. How many times would you say you would visit this festival? I mean, you're going Wednesday.
We're going Wednesday, and then I think I may hit it on another Wednesday. I got to think forward for the Saturdays. We
Mm-hmm.
got to. I think we're going on a Saturday, 3 Saturdays from now. That's
Okay.
when Jacob and Tammy will be available together for that one. So we'll do that then. I put the link in the chat for the Food and Wine app if anybody
Oh,
wants that, if they have an iPhone.
awesome.
You're
Okay,
welcome, Steve.
so now we're gonna hit the World Showcase.
Orange lemon smoothie. Ooh, I saw that too. Did you talk about that?
I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, and
Um,
that's what comes with the Orange Bird sipper cup.
oh,
They'll fill that up.
so if
Okay.
that's the same one, that was very good. I enjoyed that. It
Okay.
was hot when we went, so it did melt. Now the cup itself, uh, if they're using the same cup, the sipper is pretty thick. Yeah, it's pretty thick um, cup, so it did hold fairly well, but it was very hot when we went, so it did start to melt. So I would suggest um, drinking it quickly, or going and
Well,
getting a
pour it.
second
Well, pour it in your corksicle.
one.
The LID way.
Apparently, this is a puzzle to get back. There we go. Okay. Had to go back and show that one for him. All right, so now let's head to Mexico. So this is Mexican cuisine. This one will be just after. Was that La Hacienda that you just did the review on?
Yeah. Yeah, this booth is typically before you enter Mexico on your right.
Okay. So you have taco, you have choco flan, and you have a giant, in quotes, tostada de
Hmm.
carne.
Well, that'll be interesting to
Um,
see how big that is. I feel like of course, a lot of the portions are smaller. I feel like the portions in Mexico are kind of small. Like you don't get a lot. So I don't visit that booth much, but I want to see how giant that tostada is.
mm,
And let me tell you, if anyone hasn't seen the vlog that came out yesterday for La Hacienda, ooh, 5 out of 5 Mickeys. That place is incredible. I can't wait to go back. So much
mm.
cheese. You better be a cheese lover. Did you like the thumbnail?
I did. I did. I did. I thought you had ran out of Epcot and went over to Boardwalk to try their giant cheese stick in that thumbnail.
Ah, right.
Um, and then they have a couple drinks there as well for the festival. In China, um, this will be your booth there. That will have, as soon as my, obviously that's a sweet and sour sauce there. So you have house made cheesy crab wontons. You have vegetable dumplings, and you have a beef bao bun. Um, and you have a bubble tea. You have mango bubble tea.
I always say this. I'm going to see if Jacob can join me with some food from here. I don't know how to explain it. When I go out to dinner, it's just I don't ever have the desire to get any Chinese or Japanese food, but yet anything I've tried, which is usually if somebody's like, "Hey, try this," I've always liked it. So I think I just have to branch out and try some more. So it's gonna. I say it all the time, and I don't follow through. Um, I got to make sure I try this booth a little bit. Maybe it'll open up a whole new world for me.
Do you do you eat Chinese food at home?
Never.
Never.
Never. The only thing that we would ever eat, which would probably be considered the very basics of Chinese food, was back home. Chow mein, chicken chow mein with cooked celery and onions. But you know something, you cannot get that style. It's really hard to get that style anywhere but Massachusetts and on the southeast coast specifically.
Hmm.
So specifically that Emeril Lagasse, the
Mm-hmm.
famous cook, when he had his show, I don't even know if he has a show anymore, but I happened to happen upon an episode one time where he was showing the audience how to make, and to kind of quote him, real chow mein. And he says you can only get it from Fall River, Massachusetts. And I was like, "Yup, that's right." And Tammy misses that. She really misses that so much that when we visit up there, we have taken boxes home with us.
Wow. Okay.
That factory burned down too years ago, and everybody was all upset. Where are we gonna get it? Where are we gonna get this from? And finally, they rebuilt the warehouse or the whatever, and they are now distributing it again. It's
Ah.
brown, it's the brown noodles. It's Mandarin style is what they told us, and it's hard to get anywhere else. We tried a lot of places we traveled, and you can't get it. You can't get it
Mm.
here either. Yeah.
Yeah. We have a decent um, Chinese food restaurant right here, um, and it's actually next to where my PO box is, and it's it's good, but I don't. Again, I'm not as picky as Tammy, but I'm definitely picky. So I tend to stay with my traditionals. I'll eat teriyaki chicken, chicken and broccoli, and pepper steak. Those are really my go-to Chinese food
I am
dishes.
toying with the idea this weekend to just play. I just want to play with the Blackstone. So I might try to do some stir fry, throw some soy sauce on it, and see how it comes out. You,
All
you
right.
kind of can't mess it up. I watched some videos on YouTube. You really can't mess stir fry up. Choice of
Okay.
veggies, throw them down, throw your rice down, throw some soy sauce, chicken, shrimp, whatever, and you're good to go. So, but these wontons sound good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I shared that with Jill once,
Okay.
and it was good. I'm pretty sure I have now that I think about it. Okay, we'll get to it
All
before
right.
the festival is over. I don't know how many times we'll go to the festival. I even know how many times we average going to a festival. At least three, would you say? 3.5 times a month. It'd be fun to track.
Leo says there's so many Chinese food restaurants around LA serving are beyond plentiful. So funny enough, LA is really the only place that I've had actual Japanese food and loved the rice. It's just cooked very different. All right, so the refreshment outpost. This is between China and Germany. You have a frozen slushy. You have Dole Whip in a waffle cone, and then you have traditional drinks. So this is kind of always there. Um, but they do have the food. Can you pull that one up on the app, Corey? Refreshment Outpost. Because again,
Uh,
I have a
yeah, I got
picture
it.
of the parfait, but I don't have it on the menu.
It's a seasonal fruit parfait with sweet chili sauce and Dole Whip mango.
Okay.
Yeah. That's giving me flashbacks of when I was at Aloha Isle, and it was they put that other hot stuff on the Dole Whip, and it was the first time I ever grabbed a Disney dessert and dumped it in the trash.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, it was not good.
Mm.
I don't know about that one. I like trying risky things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that one with chili sauce, sweet chili sauce with Dole Whip mango. It is mango. I won't rule it out.
Feel like it has a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
Hot, cold, spicy, sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
um, Baron Mark. I'm gonna go with that maybe. Farmers Market. This is in Germany. You have potato pancakes, house made with house made applesauce, toasted pretzel bread, and then you have also potato pancakes with ham and onion, and you have a warm cheese strudel with berry compote, which should be what's pictured there. Anything from this booth for you?
Everything from it. I love everything from Germany all the time. So yes, all the time, every festival for that. Although I don't know if I've ever really tried the potato pancakes, but I'll try them this time. But the pretzel bread is amazing. Warm cheese strudel, amazing. I just love. That's one of my favorite areas to meet to visit every festival without disappointment for sure.
They need to start carrying my Black Forest cake year round.
Right?
I would go get two and go head to my spot for Luminous. That would be my routine.
There's an amazing dessert over there in Germany that is behind the fountain. It's behind the fountain. It's like you go behind the fountain and you go in a little bit. You know when we look at the elderly lady in the window? To your right of that, just around that corner, is like a little known little booth where you can get some snacks. I always forget the name of it, but there's something in there that's amazing. We'll have to go in there and check it out maybe on a non-festival day. I think I even said it was one of the best snacks I've ever had in Walt Disney World. It's really good.
And
It
not the
contains chocolate.
caramel. You're not talking about the caramel place.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So
Nope.
you're right. They do have Germany has some good snacks.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this next one should be Primavera Kitchen, not Barron Market. I didn't change that.
Stay away from that, Jacob. There's a gummy worm and dirt.
um, I don't know. Now this is the chocolate dirt cannoli. That's what's pictured.
That looks
Uh,
fun.
this is Primavera Kitchen. It does look fun. I'm sure kids would like that. Then you have an ensalada arlecchino, grape tomatoes, seasonal melon, mozzarella, and balsamic dressing. And then you have Primavera Casio Pepe, which is penne, shrimp, zucchini, peas, asparagus, and creamy pepe sauce. I'm guessing this booth is a pass for you if I know you.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
Although that chocolate dirt thing might be fun someday. Like, hey, let's go try that.
see if see if he'll actually eat it. All right, so now we're over to Magnolia Terrace. This is in the American Adventure Pavilion, which has always made me laugh that the American Pavilion has a name. Like the other one's just named for the country or the region. This one is the American Adventure Pavilion. So this one you're going to have muffaletta, which is ham, salami, mortadella, provolone, and Swiss cheese with olive salad. Grilled Gulf oysters, which is what you see there. A spicy chicken gumbo, and banana Foster's bread pudding. That sounded very New York when I said that just now. With a rum caramel sauce. Now, what's served inside at Regal Eagle?
What's served inside? Nothing.
Is it?
They never serve anything pertaining to the festival.
No, but don't they have a banana Foster's there?
It's not a bread pudding or anything though. It's more of banana pudding,
Oh,
which
okay,
is pudding, whipped cream, and Nilla wafers.
got it, got
And if I remember correctly, I don't think I was a big fan of this banana Foster's
it.
bread
Okay.
pudding. That might have been one thing I was kind of like, eh. And I think it was the rum that threw me off.
Hmm.
I don't think I'm a rum taste kind of person.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they
Um,
also have several beers from North Carolina, Louisiana, and Vermont.
Although, fun fact, maybe 28 years ago, I did have 3 rum and cokes at a nightclub once because somebody bought them for me. I didn't like them that much, but they were free.
um,
Uh, but I will say I have nominated the traditional muffaletta and spicy chicken gumbo for tomorrow, and I hope Shirley's keeping score because she'll be my sidekick tomorrow.
okay. You may have to pull up the next one on this one. This is the funnel cake. I don't even know if they have a name. No, it just says funnel cake. Because they just have the year round menu.
Well, that's a cool thing with this app too. You can search by food booth or by food. And this is the peaches and cream funnel cake with powdered sugar, vanilla ice cream, peaches, whipped cream, cobbler crumble, and cinnamon bourbon caramel sauce. So I don't know. I've never had a funnel cake. I don't think
It's never
it
appealed to
doesn't.
me.
Same. It doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it would taste like, but everything else sounds good on it. But I don't know.
Is
I
that
don't know.
un-American to say that it doesn't it doesn't appeal? Funnel cake doesn't appeal to me.
I guess. I
Uh,
don't know. I don't know what you compare it to. I don't know if it tastes more like an elephant ear. Sometimes I call them elephant ears or
mm-hmm.
something like that. I don't know. I'd have to have somebody like buy one and say try a piece
Mm-hmm.
before I would really want to try more.
Okay, we have Japan, Hanami. You've got the frushi, which, if I remember correctly, Catherine did not like. The steam bun, a ramen cup, and tokayaki, which is octopus taco or taco balls served with spicy mayo, okonomiyaki. I probably really butchered that one. Sauce and crunch rice pearls.
Yeah, we've had the frushi before. Probably rated it like a 3 at the most. Um, so I don't know. We'll
Mm-hmm.
try China and Japan or one or the other. I would try China for sure. Um,
Okay.
there was something that it really blew up on social media for like being bad. I thought. I mean, it was different channels checked it out, and I don't know if that was the ramen cup. There was something
Oh,
that got like a real negative vibe. I don't know if it's the ramen cup though. Could have
from
been a
last
different
year
festival.
or
Yeah,
last
or the
year's.
year or a couple years ago, something like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Over in Morocco, you have Tangerine Cafe. Um, Now this one, I don't know if you can get to it before I do. Let's see.
I feel like every year I got it. The grilled churramula chicken kebabs with carrot, chickpea salad, and garlic aioli. They have a grilled Moroccan spiced lamb kebabs with carrot, chickpea salad, and garlic aioli, and a stone baked Moroccan bread with assorted dips. Uh, so we've done those. We've done some of those dips before with the different breads.
Mm-hmm.
They have an orange blossom saffron cake. That is something we will definitely try without a doubt. Um, Probably not tomorrow from what I like what we have listed so far. But I've tried the kebabs, all of them, and they're good. They're good. I don't have any problem with those. And um, there's probably a 30% chance we try them again. And I say that just because there's so many booths as you
Right.
visit. You're like, what do you want to get today? All right, we'll push the kebabs off, for another time. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's very tasty.
Caitlin Make It Blue says, I love this festival. It's the vegetarian mecca of Disney festivals all year long. Totally agree. I mean, obviously, that's the idea behind it. Flower and garden, more natural foods. And make sure to tune in next week because Ashley is going to be on to talk about the um, allergy side of all of these foods that we're talking about. So that should be really, really fun. And um, very informative. Like Ashley comes on and she knows her stuff. And so it's really great to have somebody on like that because we don't have to, um, we're not forced to have to eat plant based stuff. And so those that are, you have to really know it. And she certainly knows her stuff. All right, so La Isla Fresca between Morocco and France. This one will have a Jamaican jerk chicken with pigeon pea rice, roast sweet plantains, and cinnamon butter, a coconut chocolate flancocho, which is chocolate cake, coconut custard, and passion fruit caramel. That is plant based. And then you have a seafood ceviche. Have you eaten ceviche?
No. Have you?
I have. There was a food booth back during COVID. My neighborhood, my friend in the neighborhood and I, we were kind of the HOA at that point. And so, because it was COVID, we were trying to find something to do because we're a very active neighborhood as far as a community. So, we were trying to find something to do. So, we would have these food booths come to the pool parking lot and on different nights and serve food. And so, one of them was a ceviche food booth. So, I tried it for the first time. And then they also have a citrus slushy that is simply lemonade, simply grapefruit, and simple syrup. And then obviously a couple drinks there as well. All right, then we move over to France. So I talked about my German Black Forest cake. That looks pretty good there too. So they have croissant with goat cheese, herbs, and roasted garlic. They also have this, which is a warm chocolate hazelnut cake. You also have pulled duck confit with rosemary sauce, herbs, and provincial style gnocchi. And then you also have caramelized beignet filled with vanilla cream and glazed with caramel fleur de sel. Have you had any of those?
Uh, no. I think that I had that beignet. I might have had that beignet last year. Yeah, I've had the beignet, and it was good.
Okay.
I don't think I've had anything else though. So I'll be interested to try some of these things at some point, but it won't make the list tomorrow.
Okay.
So far on the list, we have the liquid nitro, honey dessert still, and the s'mores as well. And for our savory, right now it's chicken and waffles at the Honey Bistro, along with the I'm trying to read my writing. The other dish that was over there, the honey cauliflower, and also America, the muffaletta and gumbo. Those are the two. Those are the three booths so far.
Okay.
If you're scoring at home,
And we're up to France, which means we have UK and China left as we go around the World Showcase there. Um, oh, I take that back. There's no UK booth? There's no
you
UK
know,
booth listed.
why is that? Now that you bring that up, there is rarely a booth for the UK. Maybe it's because they really don't have room. If you are approaching the UK from Canada on your left, sometimes there's a booth that'll pop up right there just before Rose and Crown, the outdoor spot that they have there.
Mm.
But I don't know. It's not always there. It's interesting. Maybe it's one of the last spots they like to put one. Uh, so no, the UK rarely has one.
Yeah. I wonder why that is. You might be right. It could be spacing, or it could be because they get the garden. Um, I don't know. All right, so we're going to move to Canada then. Northern Bloom in Canada, you have seared scallops with French green beans, marbled potatoes, and bacon vinaigrette. You have the chocolate maple whiskey cake, or you have the beef tenderloin tips with mushroom bordelaise sauce, with potatoes, and garden vegetables, which is what you see posted there. They are carrots for Corey. No whipped cream though on those.
Oh, well, that was good. People think I'm joking. Whipped cream and carrots is good. Uh, Beef tenderloin tips are amazing over there. We've had the seared scallops before, I'm pretty sure. And if you can't get your Black Forest cake in Germany. You can try this one as an alternative, the chocolate maple um, whiskey cake. I
Okay.
believe was pretty darn good. Oh man, that's still not going to overtake tomorrow.
Okay.
Mm, nope, but that's high. We will definitely hit the Canada booth. We hit the Canada booth quite often.
Um, that beef tenderloin. Can you remember what you might rate it?
Oh, 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Look at it. Just look at it. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
And it takes the average or slightly above average potatoes. It masks them a little bit because
Mhm.
Tammy makes the best and my mom make the best I've ever had. But it's good. It's all good together. Man, that looks good. Oh boy. Um, hmm. Should we put that above the gumbo? We're gonna put that above the gumbo.
Okay.
Beef tenderloin tips. Okay.
Okay. So those are the outdoor kitchens. Now you do have some festival offerings at year-round locations. So the Land Cart, the UK Cart, Canada Popcorn Cart, and Connections, and those are the offerings that they're doing for the festival. Obviously, all very fresh, very fruit-based. Obviously, then Joffrey's also has some offerings for this festival. So at the American Adventure location, Joffrey's. So, by the way, Joffrey's has four. I know they're different because of what they offer, but Joffrey's has four locations and Starbucks has one. They could do a second Starbucks.
Absolutely, they could. Yep, they could.
Um, so at the American Adventure, they have iced berries and cream latte. Mission Space, you have iced pistachio banana breeze latte. Disney Traders, you're going to have ice white chocolate mango latte. By the way, Disney Traders is the other store over in Port of Entry, which is not the name of that place, but I refer to it as Port of Entry. But Port of Entry is actually the name of one store, and Disney Traders is the name of the other store. And then at the Canada Pavilion they're gonna have the iced strawberry island latte. Um, if it was me, I would probably go with the Canada one, then American Adventure behind that, then Disney Traders, and then Mission Space.
Oh, if we're ranking them, I will go 4-1. I'm gonna go Disney Traders with the iced white chocolate and mango. I don't know if that goes well together for
Mm-hmm.
me. Then I would probably go the iced berries and cream, just because it's not that different. No, I'll go this. I will go with the Disney Traders first, which is the iced white chocolate mango. We're going backwards. Number 3, I will go the iced strawberry island latte at Canada. Number 2, I would go the American Adventure iced berries and cream, because I would be very interested in what I'll put number 1 is Mission Space iced pistachio and banana breeze. I am one of those that likes pistachio taste. Like Gideon's makes a pistachio cookie.
Mm.
Um, that's a really good cookie, in my opinion. The family hates it, like hates it, but I love that cookie. When we did a when we did a food review on it, everybody took a bite. They're like, "Oh God, no, this is not good. This is bad." And I took a bite, and they all looked at me, and I was like, "This is a 5 out of 5 right here." I can really sway from the family sometimes, so that I like it. I think I might have some in the freezer right now as we speak.
Oh, all right. So
Wait,
Garden Graze, that's the this festival's version of the cookie stroll, I guess you could say. I'm going to take us off screen there for 1 second. So use your festival passport as guide to find and purchase. I'm so glad they put that, find and purchase 5 Garden Graze menu items, and collect a stamp for each. Then bring your stamped festival passport to Pineapple Promenade to receive a festival treat. Complete the stroll at your leisure, but only during the festival.
It's always fun to go through that and discover what the prize is. It's always a fun thing to do, no matter what festival it is.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to look at the book tomorrow and see what you have to purchase, um, and
Or I
try
could
to
just
accomplish
hit
that.
next slide and you could be able to see them. So you have the grilled street corn on the cob, coconut
Easy.
chocolate flancocho, and the potato
Oh,
pancakes. So those are
okay.
3 of them. You also have the Jamaican beef patty, farmhouse meatball, and the avocado toast, as well as the biscuit and gravy, the lemon tart, the lumpia, and the seasonal fruit parfait.
All right, that won't be too hard to accomplish. And I want to let people know or remind them that you don't have to get 5 individual purchases here. If you just want to walk right up and get 5 Jamaican beef patties, you're done. Stamp
Got
it
it.
up, you're good to go. That Jamaican beef patty is interesting to me. I'm gonna give that a try at some point. This has some unique stuff in this festival. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
um, so different from the rest. So that'll be one. Are you gonna cover Connections Eatery?
No.
All right, I got you on this
All
one.
right.
I never really care to go there and get anything festival related, but I see a couple of things right here that I'm very interested in, which is the carrot cake leash waffle because I love carrot cake. It's a carrot cake waffle with pecans and cream cheese icing. Oh, that sounds really good. And the hot honey chicken sandwich, southern fried chicken sandwich with hot honey and pickles on a brioche bun.
Mm, very nice.
So we will have to visit that one too. So if we're done with the food, the winners are tomorrow night. We are going to go savory with the chicken and waffles at the Honey Bistro and the beef tenderloin tips. And as far as the sweet, I think the s'mores is going to be it. But maybe if Shirley shares with me, we'll get the liquid nitro dessert as well. So
I like
look
it.
for those live food reviews tomorrow.
So I I think I want to give the audience that's here a little preview of the new song.
Okay. Okay.
So we got a new song for our Be Right Back screen. I was using that jazzy song that Pamela likes. Sorry, Pamela, it's changing. And then I changed it to Strange Things from Toy Story, but the Tomorrowland version, which is one of my favorites. Only used that for one uh, live stream as I received a song last stream, Saturday evening. I received this song. So if I have it loaded up, I'm going to play it for you now. We'll take a quick break during that. If I have it loaded up. Nope, I didn't load it up. That's the old one.
Hmm.
Um,
The tease. We'll do it tomorrow.
yeah, we'll do it
Maybe
tomorrow.
at some point, like I can kind of talk about it. Maybe if we're in a line for a few minutes or something, we can say,
Yep.
here's the debut of our new single, our new Be Right Back single. Court on Main
Uh,
Street says, "Do we know what the festival's offering is for the prize?" We don't. I don't think we ever learned that until opening day.
no.
So we'll find out. We'll find out what it is.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I even the prize for the scavenger hunt until first day you don't know it until they show it. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
on stream shows it or something like that. So maybe when you're in the one of the stores, you could show it tomorrow.
Yes.
The prize for the scavenger hunt.
Jen W says it's going to be the Little Streamers Room song. Yeah, pretty
Basically,
much.
basically,
Court says
very good.
tune in
Yeah,
tomorrow, everyone.
yeah. It
And
is
of course, we'll
loaded
cover the merch.
live streams over there. So tonight we're actually on YouTube 3 different ways: Living in Diz, my channel, and the DIZPod channel. We're also on 2 Facebooks, I think, and then over there, that's running YouTube Vertical, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. So every place that we are putting out the live streams, we are also now putting out the DIZPod. So
Awesome. Love that. Well, have we covered everything?
yes, Michelle. Hey, there's 45 slides. This was the largest show that I've ever done. So I guess the song got put on the back burner.
Hey,
Yeah.
Michelle tells you like it is. And I went after Michelle the other night. None of you are safe in chat. I love you all. So we're family. I can say things to you all. I challenged Michelle the other day. Such a great stream with great signal. And then I go fail on like Little Mermaid. And she should know that happens. We're trying to work through that one. And she's like, boy, the lag monster's really tough today. I stopped and I looked at Tammy. I said, Michelle, what? Please tell me anywhere else that we lagged tonight. I mean, we just ripped off Haunted Mansion twice perfectly, you know? So I like to have fun with you all. We love you, Michelle. That's love.
And I laugh because I'm sitting back here, I'm watching the lag. I see the lag 20 seconds before you guys do. So I know when it's coming. So that's why you may see me put in chat, lag ahead or something like that, because I can see it. So when she put that in, I'm like, no, I mean, Little Mermaid gave us the normal challenge, but no, I thought it was a good night. But what I think it could be, honestly, is if the lag of like 2 seconds, 3 seconds. There's viewers that consider that lag, but
yeah, she's picking up on that for sure.
As the producer, I can tell you I don't consider that lag at all.
No.
When I've got to text Corey, hey, I'm not getting anything here at the studio. then we know we're in trouble.
We made Michelle laugh that night, so that's good. That's good for sure. Yeah, you're right. It's a great signal night if we don't have to refresh.
Right.
The little pieces here and there are fine. But if we have to refresh, that's a whole nother story. But, it's expected every time. But when it doesn't happen, it's like, oof, what a good night. Yeah.
Oh.
Sharon.
And
what?
Sharon says the best is when Corey said, no lag tonight. And then it lagged.
Yeah, right? What ride was that? What attraction was like, oh, no lag on this ride. It was perfect. Was it? It wasn't haunted, I don't think. It was something, though.
Actually, I think what she's talking about, I think you were outside, and it was weird. I was like, where do you get lag there?
It caught us.
It's like by the carousel or something. So coming up next week, like we said, we're gonna recap Flower and Garden with Ashley from, give me her Instagram again, Corey. Is it Disney Allergies with Ashley?
Disney Allergies with Ashley on Instagram.
So she's going to be our guest next week.
All the time below. It's always in the description.
So she'll be our guest next week. We'll recap everything at Flower and Garden. The following week, we have Magical Horizons. Aaron joining us from Magical Horizons. We're going to talk about a little bit of tech, the old days of streaming, getting the call to get Corey to go live that first night. We'll talk about all that. The following week, that is the 25th, we're going to do Hidden Mickeys. I like that one.
Yes. Mickeys. That'll be fun. And I have a book too, so I'll bring it along for that.
Nice. And then in the future, we also have the Disney College program. That episode is locked in with a guest that was in the Disney College program. So he's going to be able to tell us all about that experience. We have Animal Kingdom's anniversary. One of the nights that we are live is Animal Kingdom's anniversary. So we're going to dedicate that show to Animal Kingdom's history. May the 4th, of course, and the 100th episode is not far away, folks. That is in
Crazy.
June. So we're going to have some fun with that one.
That's all. And we'll go over to Canada for the beef tenderloin tips.
Love it.
Loin tips.
Love it. Love it. And yeah, Steve said earlier he is hungry now after the show. Happens every time we do a preview show. Happened with Festival of the Arts. I'm like, oh, I'm so hungry. So I'm gonna go have a slice of pizza.
Yeah, I Sunday morning I edited the La Hacienda vlog, and after looking at all that,
Leo
oh yeah, Leo said the quote of the night. 100th episode, Tuxedo Tea. I have a flower and garden one, but I do have flower and garden one, but I do have, what is this? I don't even know. Food and wine.
Imagination. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's food and wine. Yeah, I have the matching corksicle for it too.
Well, if it's Figment, it's probably Festival of the Arts. Although maybe it was food and wine.
I mean, it's talking about food.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's food and wine.
But it doesn't say food and wine.
Yeah, I don't have a flower and garden shirt, so I went with a Stitch Hawaiian kind of flowery.
I like it. I don't know if you've worn that one before.
I have, but not in a while. This is what happens when you have, more than 50 Disney button-down shirts.
Yeah, together we have over 104, or about 104.
Crazy.
I think we're like even.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's hit up our sponsor quick. Looking for a home that offers the perfect blend of luxury, comfort, and convenience with Disney World in your backyard? Victor Naraki is a licensed realtor with Vision Home Real Estate, LLC, and he is here to help you find the home of your dreams. With over 15 years of experience in the Disney area home market and a proven track record of success, Victor is the perfect partner to guide you through every step of the home buying process. So why wait? Visit celebratingflorida.com today to learn more about Victor's exclusive range of properties and schedule a viewing with Victor. Your dream home is just a click away.
Very cool. So tomorrow night we are heading to Epcot. Probably start the pre-show about 6:30 or so, somewhere in there. Make sure that you hit notify me on the Living in Diz homepage so that you know as soon as we go live, you'll get the notification. Sometimes just having the notification bell rung doesn't give you the notification. But if you hit notify me on each individual stream, you will get that notification. So we'll do a little news since we didn't cover news on the show tonight. We'll do a little bit of news tomorrow on the pre-show. And then tomorrow's post-show, I have a couple rides lined up. 2 coasters, I believe. I don't remember what the 3rd ride was. And then we're going to finish the night with Harmonious. So we'll
awesome. I love that.
Luminous with Corey, and then we'll do Harmonious. So
the Cliff Flicks version?
The Cliff Flick, gotta go Cliff Flicks on that one. 8K all the way.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
A dream state.
I did.
Thinking about all the food.
I did. Like Ka from Jungle Book, right? In me, just in me, with his eyes just yellow and circling. Scary stuff. All right, then. We'll see you all tomorrow night. We'll get the job done tomorrow night. All the things Epcot offers for this year's 2025 Flower and Garden Festival. We'll start with the merch. We'll check out and see what's going on in Communicore Hall. And then we'll hit the food booths. And if we can squeeze a ride or two here and there, maybe it'll be a miracle, but we will try.
Yeah, I don't know what Communicore Hall is going to look like. And
no idea.
I don't think I'm going to watch
Love it. I love it.
I'm gonna
Until tomorrow night. So
I'll
we
go down
experience
another
it together.
YouTube rabbit hole. I have plenty of YouTube rabbit holes that I can go
Yeah.
down. So
Who's pledging? I want to see pledges in the chat right now. Who is
um but and we'll be able to see Moana and Maui uh in all of their glory with their light up hook. What you guys ranked? So I put a poll in chat. What are you looking forward to the most at this festival? Food Booths came out with 45% at 16%. So you are all foodies. That's no surprise to me because
Yes.
our host is a foodie. So
Uh-huh. Hey man, Leo is honest. He says I'm weak. I'll be watching. that is a okay, my friend.
yeah,
Enjoy. Just don't spoil it in the chat. And he won't. He won't.
no, no.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you all for joining us. If you're watching live, we do it live because we do it for you. We also love all of our supporters on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon. Always can leave comments here as well. We always appreciate it. Any of you that want to leave comments after this video is done, that really helps YouTube to realize that it's good content, and we'll share it out to more people. So I guess for now, we're a couple of bros just talking Disney, right?
Yes, and if you enjoyed tonight's show, make sure to hit the like button if you got any value out of it. Like and subscribe because we're here for another what do we say? 8 years or so more to go, or 8.5 years. We got 8.5 years left on our contract, folks. So we're here to give you a
That's right.
lot of stuff. So, all right, guys, thank you all for watching. We will see you tomorrow.
DIZ Pod, where the magic's here to stay.